always a depth that is unseen, and you can always make something out of it. Alright, today we're going to talk about 3 things that are super important. We're going to talk about 1, physical mental states, very important to understand. 2, the state that we all fall into because it's pushed on us by our culture, and that's okay, but we can learn to deal with it. And 3, how to deal with it. Yeah, so stick around for some cool tips. It's going to help you out. So what do I mean when I say state? So when I use the term state, I'm referring to the sum total of your physical and your mental patterns that come together to basically create actions in your life. And so now that I've shared with you just a brief introduction of states, I want to share with you one state in particular that I think is debilitating and a common pattern that we fall into. I think in our culture it's really hard to not do things, which is mind-blowing, because we're just transfixed by productivity and time management and all these things, and I'm a culprit, I understand, but at the same time I think that it's good to realize that there's this state of urgency that we fall into, and that it's pushed on us, and that it's not always a good thing to go with, right? Like, you want to be able to separate from it. And so that's why in a moment I'm going to share with you one super simple tactic for helping you to move through the state of urgency and kind of find the tranquility on the other side. So it's super simple. I call this the law of separation, and honestly it's stupid simple. You're going to say, what a waste of time for watching this video, but I assure you from experience that it works, and it does take time. And the way that this works, so think about the English language is how we say things. So like, for example, I am hungry, I am anxious, I am nervous, I am depressed. We literally use a word that says I am. We define ourselves, we identify with the emotion or the feeling, which is kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. And so that's why I think it's important, since our language does not help us to separate from things, from feelings, we need to actually take another step beyond our language and purposefully separate. And you're still gonna feel similar ways. This isn't gonna change the way you feel, but it's gonna make a micro step away. It's gonna have you take a step away from whatever that state is. As you practice being able to take that step, over time, it's gonna give you power over the state of urgency. It's gonna diminish its power over you. It's gonna diminish its power over you. And my purpose for these videos is to share the gems and the dimes and the jewels, because life is so much deeper than it can look and it can feel. There's always a depth that is unseen, and you can always make something out of it. And so I'm hoping that this is helpful for you. If you like it, maybe give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear your comments below. These YouTube videos are new, and I'm going to be changing them as I go. And I love to cater to my audience. So I hope you all are doing super well. I hope that you are doing things, but maybe not too much doing things. Able to relax and regenerate. And until the next video, this is Colin saying goodbye and have a good one. See ya.